No, so I asked Liam to be quiet. Can you close the door, please? Thank you very much.
Are you streaming?
Yep, I am now. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela. I'm the crazy poppy lady, and that was my youngest pudding just closing the door for me.
Not closing.
It is now. She slammed it. Good morning, Kath. Welcome in, darling. Right, apologies for any pinging noises that we get off of the computer today. Of course, I've uploaded the video showing this pattern, so if anybody jumps on that first and leaves a message, we're going to get twanged on here. I'll answer them all later. Got no choice. I'm with you guys now. So, Kath, how are you doing, honey? Because I can see you there. I've moved my screen over, so hopefully when I'm looking now, I'm not looking down anymore, I'm looking up, so I've got more chance of catching it, your comments just off to one side. Oh, this is so confusing. There's so many things on the screen bouncing around now. So what are you up to this morning, Kath? I've just finished my second cup of coffee, or nearly finished. Completely forgot to grab my drink and didn't grab a snack either. So I might have to run out sort of halfway through the live just to grab something to eat and drink quick. But you know, mate, I'll set a question up, won't I, for you, so that you got a chance to win a prize. That's it. That's that one done. No more left. Alright, so Kathy's saying hello, hello, and she's also saying good morning at the moment. She's the only one that's in. So sorry, Kath, you're going to have to type to keep me going for a bit. So Kathy's saying she's good. How are things on my end? Things are doing really good. My brain's, as you can tell, is not in gear, which is pretty normal for me. So I'm a bit ditzy this morning, but I have been recording bits for Sunday's whips and bits, because otherwise I forget. So what else are you saying? She's hoping to post her tutorial today. It's so hurting to finish the piece. Oh my gosh, another tutorial. What is it for? Are you gonna tell me sneakily, or am I just gonna have to wait like everybody else? Oh, thanks, Kath. Right, I'll be back in 2 shakes of a tail. Oh, grab the cup. Right, I'm back. Thanks for that, darling. Oh, we got a number 2 in. So who has sneaked in while I'd legged it? I wonder. How much coffee was in it? Just the 1 cup, just a normal standard. We've got like one of them dodgy coffee machines with the pods. So it's just a case of shove it under and say. So yeah, that's a standard, not a bucket. I could do with a bucket probably. Last week I was being cheeky, mind. I've got a larger cup than that. So what I did was somewhere along the line, while we've been making our coffees, we end up with leftover caffeine shots rather than the milker section, like the milk one. And so they've been getting stacked at the back of the cupboard, and I thought, you know what, I'm not wasting them anymore. So I was doubling up on the coffee and just the 1 shot of the milk. And after I'd finished all the leftovers, hubby went, oh, guess what I've just found? I can just buy the milk version to add to those spare ones we've got in the cupboard. And I just looked at him, grinned, and went, you don't need to bother anymore. Why do you think I've been so hypo this week? Right, so Kath says, so hoping, laugh out loud, not hurting. Oh, okay, so a Kath's pattern is assigned Pauline. And did I see Reggie's video? I've seen a few moments of it. I've got to go back and fully watch it. And that stuff scares the EBGBs out of me. Okay, so Kath is making a scarf called the Rose Garden. Oh, that sounds really interesting. I'm definitely coming over to have a nose. I know you'll give me a nudge later, won't you? When once it's up, because you know how ditzy I am. It's like, Ange, it's there. Come and see it. And I'm like, thank you. So who else has sneaked in? I wonder. Sorry, I'm just opening my can up at the edge. So the two of you that are in, haha, good morning, Lacey. Welcome in, my darling. If you could both hit that thumbs up, and hopefully it will fire out a message to everybody else that today's live is now live. Knowing us, I'll probably end up getting one at about past. Because that's normal. Right, so Lacey is saying, good morning, ladies. Good morning, honey. Kath is saying, laugh out loud. I get you. Don't even bother giving me Red Bull. I wouldn't touch that stuff with a barge pole. That stuff's lethal. But then saying that, I remember years ago, I took some caffeine tablets and I actually fell asleep. It did the opposite for me. So just like, no, not playing with that. So Lacey is saying good morning to Kath, and Kath is saying good morning to Lace. And then of course our Kath is coming back with I did and a thumbs up. Okay, so Lacey, what are you making today, honey? Are you crocheting or just chilling out, listening to me in your ear roll as you're doing your housework? You sneaked in and watched the video that went up this morning. Lacey's saying, hi, honey. I love the cardigan that you made from Reggie's pattern. That is this one here. I'm showing the back here because you don't get to see it as much in that video. Kath's body reacts very strongly to caffeine as well. Do you go completely and utterly doolally and running around the house like you're on something you shouldn't be? Or does it do the same as it does with me and make you fall asleep if you have too many? Okay, so Lacey's saying, if you like coffee, I recommend wholeheartedly that you try a bottom bean cold brew maker. I just leave mine to go cold and shove it over ice. I am so tight. I am so tight when it comes to buying things. Another trick I used to do was I get some instant coffee and stick it, buy little 2-pinters or little pints of milk, and then I'd open it up, take a swig of the milk, then stick the coffee in, and then just shake it. And then I'd add a little bit of what's it called? Soda water. Just probably about 5 mils, if that, of soda water, and tip that all over ice, and it makes it all bubbly, and it gives you a really nice froth, and that's really gorgeous as a cold coffee, a cheap version, rather than heading out to one of the coffee shops and getting the blended. And Kath is saying, yes, the cardi is lovely. I must admit, I do really like it, and I think that the yarn that I chose on this one worked out beautifully for it. And as you can see down here, I didn't do any colour matching. I just let the yarn work, and for me, that is a major thing. It's an OCD gone crazy. Right, so Kath says she goes hypo and she cannot sleep when she's on her when she has too much coffee. Right, that is Liam having a bit of a chat with the neighbour. It's middle of the day here, so I'll let him have a bit of a shout because he's getting quite lonely at the moment. Right, Lacey is saying that she's playing around with possible revealing shirt pattern. Oh, that sounds intriguing. Hey, welcome in, Reggie. Reggie from J Hook Crochet is here. You know, the girl that gave us this one. Welcome in, darling. So what are you working on today, Reggie? Right, so Lacey was saying that she used to use the same trick as me with the cold coffee. But this cold brew method is so much better. She didn't think it would work. It would be, but she was really surprised. And Kathy is saying that she just drinks the decaf if she really wanted coffee after 12. People laugh at decaf, but for people like her, it's important. Yeah, I fully get it. I can't hit any caffeine normally after about midday as well. Just go completely doolally. Normally I sort of have 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but the last couple of weeks I've done either 2 shots of caffeine or 2 cups of coffee, depending. And then our Kathy's coming in with, hi Reggie darling. Lacey, they're going to think we're all addicted to coffee. That's been our chat for like 5 minutes now. Lacey is saying she made the best cup of coffee this morning that she'd ever had. She was really astonished. She didn't think it was going to be this good. So what's the temperature outside the door at yours at the moment, Lacey, Kath, Reggie? And oh, hi Dee Dee! Is our granny Dee Dee in the house? Oh, Lacey has said to Reggie that she thinks she's getting a delivery pretty soon. That's going to be fun. It'd be nice to know what that one is. But shh, don't say nothing because it sounds like it's a surprise. So, of course, our Dee Dee is now in the house. So that's really, really sweet. Everybody has saying hello to her and she's saying hello back. Kathy's saying she can't have a black or green tea in the afternoon either. Well, tea has caffeine in it as well, doesn't it? I only found that out a few months ago. I was like, what? Tea's got caffeine? Proper blonde moment. It's coming in, you see the blonde. It's coming in. Right, so Kathy's saying it is hot in the sun. She thinks it's about 23. Well, my computer's telling me it's 19 and mainly cloudy today here where I am. Quick nose. Yeah, it's cloudy. Not black thunder yet. Maybe later. Okay. So what we got? Lacey saying, my bad, laugh out loud. I'm addicted to coffee. I'm in Florida and I haven't checked the temperature, but it usually sits around height to depth of height. So I'm just going to say hot and really hot for that one. And a Kath's fun fact of the day is a cup of green tea contains more caffeine than a cup of espresso. Oof. Yeah, stay away from that tea stuff. That stuff's dangerous. No, I'm not a tea drinker. I've tried lots of different tea bags, leaves, mixes and matches, but no, not for me. Right, so Dee Dee, what are you up to today? Are you sitting there crocheting while you're listening to me, or are you doing a bit of housework? Okay, so Dee has just popped up with, it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment with a predicted high of 90 here in central North Carolina. Hold on. Reggie, what's the math on that, honey? Okay. Lacey was using a little bit of an abbreviation there just to completely throw me. She was saying she was trying to be good and not say, hey, double hockey sticks. Okay, that must mean something completely different over there because I haven't got the foggiest what you mean. Yes, Kath, I would definitely say hot, hot, hot for Lacey and Dee. It's about that. It's the right time of year for your temps to be through the roof and you popping on that aircon. Oh. So Dee is out on the deck enjoying an iced coffee at the moment. So 85 is 28 Celsius, so 30 is, add a couple more on then. I really don't know. Without sitting there and Googling and asking Google. God, I tell you what, the amount I rely on Google is unbelievable. It's really bad, mainly for spelling, mind. Oh, actually, do a couple of you dye your own yarn? Just a quick question. Because I picked up something yesterday from Aldi, and I'm wondering, it looks like it will work. I read the back and it told me what you can dye, so I'm hoping it will work. But it's not actually a kit for dyeing yarn, it's a tie-dye kit for clothes. And I'm like, well, dye's dye, isn't it? I hope so. Oh, cracky, so it's still really early for America at the moment. I was hoping it would be a bit, well, it's definitely a bit later than what it normally is. Dee is saying that she woke at 6 AM. It is now 7:16. So it's still a little bit early for my American girls. I'm really trying to find that happy medium time slot, and it is not working for me at the moment. So hold on, so that'll make Sundays live, not Sunday, sorry, Saturday's birthday live. What time did I put that out for? 2, I think. Make it a little bit easier for you guys in America. You've got more chance of getting in. Oh, did I miss a Reggie comment? I've got it on live chat. Okay, so Kath is saying, oh, Reggie, Action has a great tie-dye kits for kids. I was going to save this and show it to you guys. Well, I will be showing it on Whips and Bits on Friday, on Sunday. Brain, it's shut off now. So there you go. This is the tie-dye kit. Oh, let's bring it back. Oh, I've moved my camera or something. What have I done? Let's have a look. I don't know. But hey ho. Right, so yeah, this is the tie-dye kit here. It's tie-dye neon. Okay, on one of my screens it looks like I'm holding it far too close, and the other one it shows that I'm holding it up on my head. So let's do that. So there's the instructions for it at the back, and it's a dry powder that you have to stick in a bottle. So I opened it up to read the instructions earlier. So you stick it in a bottle of warm water, shake it, and then apply to a damp material. So surely if I soak some yarn after I've rolled it out of the ball and stuck it into a was it a hank? Yeah, pre-hank. Get back in there. Yeah, so if I'm gonna unroll it and roll it probably around one of my kitchen cupboards and then attempt to dye it. Do you think it's gonna work? Let's have a quick nose at your comments. Where have we gone? Kathy's saying that Google's her friend, and that Reggie Action have great tie-dye kits for kids. Dee Dee's saying that she had dyed yarn before and it was oh so much fun. She has a box of wool that is waiting on her for the longest time to get dyed. Oh, sounds like you're going to have fun when you get to it, Dee Dee. Ah, Kath googled 90 Fahrenheit is 32 Celsius. That's good to know, because that's quite an easy number to remember, isn't it? So Kath hasn't done tie-dye since the 90s. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I think the last time I had a go at it was at school. But as I said, I don't plan on using it to make a tie-dye item. I plan to use it for yarn. It's just whether it works or not. Should do. I'll have to get to it quick, and so that if it does, anyone in the UK can get their hands on a kit as well. Right, Lacey is saying it is currently a 7:18 AM and the temperature is 74 degrees Fahrenheit, and it says it will get up to 93 degrees today. It will likely feel much hotter because of the humidity is 100%. Oof. Not nice. Really not nice. So that would make that, what, about 34? So that's, yeah, that's going to feel horrid. Sorry, babe. That's like us a couple of weeks ago when we don't do really humidity. They might put out a warning if they say it's really, really high for people with, say, asthma and other breathing conditions. But normally we don't get a humidity reading. We just know it's horrible and there's no wind. So Lacey says, hold on, I've missed, haven't I? I've missed. Right. So Kath is saying it will work, but I'd have to use a cotton or other plant base. Oh, that's pants. Because the back says it can be used on polyester, cotton blends, wool, silk, linen, and yeah, it looks like I might have to just tie-dye then. Pants, I really didn't read that. I was like, oh, it said acrylic. No, it flipping didn't. Pants. I'll have to see what else I've got in the stash and go from there. And Lacey says tie-dye sounds like a lot of fun as she's been waiting to crochet a pair of socks with white and tie-dye them. Ooh. Reggie's got some really, really cute patterns actually, Lacey, for socks if you wanted to go and have a nose. I think her link is in the description box down below. I'm not 100%, but it's definitely on today's video that went up rather than the live. Yes, I remember seeing that, Dee Dee. She said that she had the best luck using powder Kool-Aid to dye. 100% wool worked great, and Kool dye is very cheap for you guys over in America. Over in the UK, we have to go to a special import shop, and it's cheaper to just go out and buy dye rather than to use that, which is a shame really, because some of the effects you guys got were absolutely stunning. Right, so Kathy's saying, I'm bitten by the wool a dyeing bug, oh my. There are many tutorials and YouTubes for tie-dye. Chem Knits has also done a few, as well as yarn with the dyes. Oh, I'll have to have a nose then, double check. I know of that channel. I haven't visited it a great deal. Yep, I'll definitely check out the Chem link. Fiberfox, welcome in, gorgeous Courtney. Nice to see you. Sorry I didn't give you a pre-warning. I thought you might be in bed. So have you got your coffee in one hand and crochet in the other, honey? Lacey says, oh yes, she loves Reggie's sock patterns. She has 2 of them, she believes. Ooh. And Kath used food colouring. I've only ever had bad experience with food colouring, but then that was back in the 90s when I tried to rebel going into sixth form at school. So I was 16. My mum wouldn't let me dye my hair. So I got some some food colouring out of the cupboard, bright pink. And I've always had like a naturally lighter fringe. So I dyed the fringe with the food colouring and hid it under an Alice band. Oh my God, do you remember them things? We used to live in them over here in the UK, sort of 80s, 90s. And I had this Alice band. So I'd put this pink streak under the Alice band. Marched off to school with my mum knowing nothing about it. When I got to school, I took off the Alice band and fluffed my hair and thought I looked really, really cool. But the problem was, it hadn't dried properly, so not only had it dyed my hair, it dyed half of my head. So my teacher said it looked really cool, but maybe next time I should dry it before I come in. And I was like, oh, that's not fair. I was trying to rebel. And the teacher just went, you should have done that last year. Wrong year. So we got, where are we gone? So Gath saying hi to Fiberfox. Our gorgeous Courtney is making a cup of coffee right now. And our Dee Dee is saying to definitely check out Chem Knits as well. And she's a great resource for dyeing yarn. And then we got another Hey Courtney. Yeah, because I heard that stingy nettles are really, really good for dyeing yarn. And you can also use onion skins as well as beetroot. So I was quite liking the idea of that about 6 months ago. I was thinking of doing all that, but then it's proper science experiment, and my science experiments never went correctly at school. I managed to make a stink bomb once, and we weren't even trying to make a stink bomb. I can't even remember what the actual experiment was meant to be. All I know is that we ended up having to clear the science department because I'd mixed the wrong chemicals and got us a stink bomb. So Courtney is saying hello to everybody. And we have 7 of you in now. So do me a favour, girls. You've probably already done it, but I can't see it because I'm not pushing buttons and checking. Could you guys hit the thumbs up so it gets the word around to a couple of other crazies? That would be really, really cool. Alright, so who's up for a little game? Whether you want to win a prize or not, that is entirely up to you. And Dee Dee's, sorry, Courtney's just spotted Dee Dee, so she's like, Granny Dee, big fat kisses. It wasn't the fact that it was a hoot having me in class, it was actually quite dangerous having me in a science lab. Having me in a science lab was dangerous. Having me in the home ec class for cooking, I could burn, I used to burn water quite regularly. And nothing ever turned out how it was meant to. My pizza looked more like an upside down cake of some sort by the time it had finished. Yeah, the teachers just used to sit me in a corner and say, write it up, Ange, because they knew how long it would take me to write it. What was it? And then we had, during our home ec, there was cooking, and we also had like sewing. And so the teacher said, she can't do much wrong with the sewing machine. I had to spend all lunch undoing the stitches on my t-shirt because I'd sewn my project to it using the sewing machine, whilst wearing a plaster because I'd put the needle through the tip of my finger. Yeah, I was banned from using the sewing machine, so I had to do everything by hand, which meant that my stitch work is a lot neater and a lot smaller. But yeah, I still can't use a sewing machine, although I have got one in the cupboard, just in case. Actually, I got 2 because I got a little minis, what are they called? Singer, I think is the brand name. They're very, very old sewing machines, or Singer, S-I-N-G. But I've got one of those, which was my grandmother's, and my dad gave it to me so that I could make clothes for my eldest. By the time I'd finished my first pair of trousers for her, I'd made them for an 18-month-year-old, like an 18-month baby. And by the time I'd finished it, she was 5, so they didn't fit. So I think the material is actually still in the case along with the machine. Yeah, I was just no good at it. And then years later, my husband did actually buy me an all singing, all dancing one. It's not majorly advanced. It hasn't got all the extra stitches or the extra footwork or anything like that. But I did actually manage to knock up my daughter's school dress for school. That was a disaster. I ran out of cotton when I got near the bottom for doing the seam work and the edging and all that. So I'd done everything that needed to be done by the seam at the bottom. So I'd run out of cotton, and she needed it the next day because school uniforms for her never fitted. She was at least an entire head in height above every other child in her class. And when she started at infants, so she was like 4, and she was already in clothes for 5. Height wise, she was the average height of probably a 9-year-old, 9 or 10. And because of that, the 9 and 10-year-olds' clothings were made thinner, whereas she still had the little podginess that 4 and 5-year-olds have. So I had to make her a dress. So I'd made her this pinafore and run out of cotton. So ended up having to use Wonder Web around the bottom. And as me and the teachers said, we wonder why I bothered even using it, because she was so rough with it. By the end of the day, all the Wonder Web, she'd sat there and it had undone at the seam where it hadn't quite fully attached when I was ironing it. And she'd sat there and she'd pulled it all apart so that it could be a bit longer. Yeah, so that was quite funny. And then I made them like a couple of costumes for school, using exactly the same design, but it was for like 1960s. So they had like little 1960s pinafore dresses. One had they both had sequins on. I didn't know you weren't supposed to sew through the sequins, so I used up all my needles on those two projects and haven't got around to getting more. Right, so let's see what you guys are saying. Hugs and kisses. Hello, hello. Kath fully agrees. And I agree with you, honey. She says I'm a walking hazard. Very much so. Very much so. Don't give me tech. I break it or blow it up. That's why I had so many issues right at the beginning with the lives, isn't it? I have to have hubby set everything up, so I've just got buttons that I need to press and remember the order to press them in. Our Dee Dee is saying Singer is an old and great brand of sewing machine. Yes, it is, and they are the old ones. The big ones are absolutely stunning, especially with the tables and the pedals. It's just a shame that sort of during the 90s and early 2000s, people decided they didn't want the whole setup, so they stripped it down. There's a shop in Gloucestershire Docks. I'll have to go up there at some point and take a photograph. Hopefully they're still there. And it's just, I think it's a posh clothes shop, so high-end clothing, and all down the wall, down one side, is a glass window, and they have got probably about 60 of the old Singer machines actually on the on shelving facing outwards so that you can see them. They are stunning. But as I said, mine's a little dinky one in its original case with its original cardboard and instruction manual, so I don't think my gran used it much either. Let's have a nose. Lacey is saying, oh my gosh, poor thing, you were like my eldest son. Bless his heart, he was the sweetest boy. But he is just so prone to accidents, and he is oblivious to the world around him. He sounds like me, honey. He really does. And oh, Dee Dee's grandmother had the old Singer with the manual foot pedal. She wished she had inherited it. Someone just walked past. Sorry about that, gang. He'll be out there shouting for a minute because my daughter's not down to call him in. Actually, give me 5 seconds. What I'm going to do is set you guys up with a question so that you have a chance to win one of this week's basically to win yourself a mystery pattern. So today, the next question. Oh, push the wrong button. Go down. There we go. There we go. So the question I'm going to put in today, if I can get it to copy and paste. So I've got the card in front of me, but I cheekily put it in to there we go. Copy that one there. Paste. Yeah, I cheekily wrote them out yesterday, so I thought I might as well carry on using them. Right. So, and it's spelt wrong. Ugh. There we go. Right, so the question I'm going to set you now is, name me some dangerous jobs. Now remember, we're looking for number 5 on this card. I think you'll be pretty cushy. I'm going to go and grab the dog, bring him in and stop him harassing the neighbours. Back in a second. Auto send. Come on. Right. I've just closed the door so we can't go out forking now. Right, see you guys in a bit. Keep it down, please. Right, back with you, gang. How are you doing? What's going on? Why aren't you loading up the answers? If you want to do it just for just for fun, you can. You don't have to have. We don't have to do it for patterns today if you guys don't want to, because I think pretty much all of you have already got this month's. If you want it, that is. There we go. So yeah, as I said, we're looking for dangerous jobs. That is the title of the card. There we go. Just like that. Dangerous jobs. So let's see what ones you can think of. I'll start reading them now. Right, our DD has come in with a construction. No, they haven't got that one. Dangerous job being my hubby or housemate. What are you trying to say? No, he's all right. He stays in his room. He stays out the way so he knows he's safe. And we have a diver. No, that one's not on there. Dangerous job, cop or a firefighter at this moment in time, Lacey. I fully agree with you there. No, they haven't put that one on. Remember, these are sort of 10 years ago, and it's more stuff that are in. It's more to do with stuff that's in the UK because that's where it was made and printed. Selling propane and propane accessories. Courtney, what you like? No, they couldn't be bothered to put that one on. They have also, but they have put in a military, well, soldier. So I'll class that as military, Lacey. That is number 4. Pilot. Well, I'll take that as number 1. Test pilot. A roofer. No, they've not put that one in. A welder is not on there either. Window washer. Depends on who they're spying on, doesn't it, Lacey? A race pilot, I'll class that as a test pilot, Kath. Window cleaner, again, as I said, depends on whose house they're spying. Oh dear. Are you guys after clues already? This one doesn't seem to have kindergarten teacher. So for UK, that's play school. That is really dangerous, yeah. Them trip hazards crawling around everywhere. A chimney sweeper. Yes, if some evil tow rag lights a fire under your bottom. Sorry, I'm on one now. Right, calm. We're just looking for the ones that are on the cards. Go on, everybody, fire it in. There's 9 of you sitting here putting up with me this morning. Park ranger. Especially if somebody shouts, "Who let the cats out?" Eh? Let's have a look. Is that one on there? No, it isn't. I like number 10, actually. I like number 10. No, they haven't put firefighter on there. Hey, Kaz, welcome in, my darling. What time are we on over there? Is it 11:30 or 7:30-ish? Depending on which part of Australia you're in and what the time thingies are. So, as you've just come in, Kaz, we're doing the question cards like I normally do. We're looking for answers to dangerous jobs, and I'm looking for number 5, and you've got a chance of course, winning one of the mystery only patterns. So start shoving some answers in. A race car driver, Formula 1 driver, number 8. My chemistry teacher, as I said, he banned me. He let me play with that's the thing. He banned me from playing with chemicals, but he let me build up electrics and things like that. So sort of circuits to make different things happen. It was like, that's the safer thing. She can't do any damage with that. And luckily I didn't. But oh, imagine mixing them both. That would have been proper. I would have blown the school up, wouldn't I? Right, so Lacey has come in with a zookeeper. Nope, that one's not in there. This is a tough one, says Lacey. And Kathy said hi to Kaz. Right, a drill platform worker, says Kath. Nope. Is that on there? No. No, that's not on there. It's a 9:40 over there. Okay, so when I look at the clock, I just count back 3 rather than counting forwards 9. That's good to know. So it's better for. Is this time better for you to come in and visit, rather, or do you prefer it a little bit earlier, Kaz? Policeman, we've had a go at. That wasn't on there, darling. Neither is astronaut. No. Machinist isn't on there. Lawyer. I see where you're coming from there, Katrina. Welcome in, darling. I didn't see you sneak in. Electrician, says Lacey. Circus performer is a number 6, Kath. Good going. Truck driver is not on there. Soldier was a number 4. Yes, Kath. You and Lacey seem to be saying the same ones. It's just who gets in there first. Mind meld. Oil rig worker. That should be on there. Yes, it's number 7. Yeah, that's all of us saying great minds and thinking alike for the pair of them. So Katrina's popped in with a hi all because I spotted you a second ago, so she's saying hello to everybody. Lacey, they're not going to write that on here. No, they have not written on drug dealer. Oh, barman, only when they refuse to give us drinks, eh, girls? No, that one's not on there. Oh, beautiful. So the time is perfect for you, Kaz. That is cool. I'm still trying to find the happy medium between making sure that me Aussie girls get in and so do my American girls and guys. Cool, you guys are struggling with this one. Okay, so what we got? We got test pilot that you've guessed, and bomb disposal officer. You missed that one. A miner, a soldier, a circus performer. I've missed the answer. Oil rig worker, which you guys have got. Formula 1 driver that we've got. And there's 3 more missing. Let's have a look. Kath is saying, what do you guys call working on the high voltage lines? Don't worry about it because it ain't there. Oh, good, Lace. I'm happy I'm making you giggle, darling. Well, with the help of all my crazies. Boat driver. That is, I'll class that as a number 9, Lacey. For fishermen. No, paramedic's not on there. Teacher is not on there either. But saying that, where are we gone? Kath was quite close with her movie comment. Quick, who's getting in there? Who's getting in there first with the movie comment? What could be dangerous about movies, eh? Right, so we have a miner. That was a number 3. Okay, our DD is now going off to lurk because she's starting on a couple of whips. Which ones are you working on today, darling? Kath has said road worker, and she gets it with stuntman. First one in. Right, so Kath, what are we doing, darling? Are we just gonna roll over to the next question, or are we just having a bit of a fun and a giggle today, girls? Or sorry, or are you taking the pattern? The reason I say that is I think you've got the ones that you wanted. Right, so congratulations, Kath. Let me stick that in. And depending on how slow the chat and everything is going towards in regards to my video. Oh, brain. It needs to start up again. She got roller. Okay, so my first response from Kath is a roller skate helter skelter toilet roll. I'm so lost. I Dee Dee says what she's working on a washcloth and several shawls and wraps. Your whip pile, mate, is amazing. I couldn't. That would just drive me insane. I'm sitting here at the moment looking at the top. I'm working. I'm making for Big Sis. I call her that because she's a bit older than me. She's not actually my sister, but I class her as. So I'm working on it for Big Sis at the moment, and I'm sitting there looking at it going, it needs finished, it needs finished, it needs finished. I'm not even looking at the bag under the table that still hasn't had any of those worked on really that much. Lacey has a question. How do you win? Right, well, to win the competition, to win this, Lacey, all you got to do is answer the question and be the one to get the answer correct first. And that's it really. So it's quite simple. It's just trying to work it out. Oh, bless your Fibre Fox. If nobody wants to grab that today, I'll happily move that over to Saturday if you don't mind. Fibre Fox has said she can donate one of her mosaic charts as a prize if anyone wants that as a prize. Kath, you have completely lost me with your next one. She just told me what the pictures were. I guessed them. I still don't understand it. Unless that's where you actually are at the moment. Right, so let's stick in another question. Let me have a look. What's on the back of this card? It is things that are red. And it is red as in the colour. So I've got to change the spelling on that because I spelt it wrong. So lucky I'm rechecking and proofreading, isn't it? So yep. So the next question is things that are red. So just fire as many different things that you can think of and we'll go from there. Right, and then while you're doing that and firing off your ideas, I will have a nose at the little bit of chat that I missed. Right. Okay, so let me see what we got, Kaz. Oh, I have to tell you, Courtney. She has to tell you, Courtney, her mosaic heart yarn bomb that she did was a huge hit. She says that you make the pattern so easy to follow and understand. Yeah, she does. I have to agree with that. I just need to stop attempting to do the mosaics at 11:30 at night when my brain clearly isn't working. But I'm having a nose later on today to see which one I fancy following along with once I finish this top. So that'll be my next one out for me to show you and then brag about and then send you over for the pattern. So let's see what else has Akaz said. She's saying, and now to choose the next chart to make. Yeah, there is. Our Courtney has got some stunning chart patterns out and little tutorials that will help you with it if you haven't done it before. Right, so a lace, was it? Oh, right, things that roll it on. You cheeky monkey, Kath, you was causing my brain to completely shut down and explode. Right, so Lacey also says to Fibre Fox, to our gorgeous Courtney, your patterns are so good. I'm amazed by mosaic. I have not quite worked out how to design them or how they work. That, I think, to be honest, Courtney will say it's a case of getting used to them, practicing the ones that are in front of you that that her and other creators put out there. And then once you become confident, all of a sudden you'll just sit there and go, oh, I'm going to put the stitch in here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and boom, all of a sudden you've got yourself a pattern. But I do think she also has a how to make a mosaic chart video on her channel, if I remember rightly. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Courtney. Right, so let's have a nose. Let's get back to the game because I think that is where we stopped. Yeah, right, so flick the card. Okay, so apple was the first answer up, and that one isn't actually on there. A stop sign, not on there? No. Your shirt, Kath, was that the same shirt you was wearing 10 years ago? Let's have a look. A fire truck. Count that as a fire engine, honey. That was a number 9. A tomato. The fruit is a number 4. Traffic lights is a number 7. A fire. No, they didn't pop that one in. Stop sign we've already had a look at. Cherry is not on there. Oh, there's a political one for number 10. Capsicum. Hopefully I've said that correctly, but that's not on there. Red light's not on there. Cherry isn't. A nose. Clever thinking, but no, it's not on there. Hi Sarah, and welcome in, darling. Of course, we are playing the card game, so the question at the moment that everybody is trying to work out and guess at is things that are red. So join in, stick your answer in, and I'll explain later what the prize is. I'm just running through them. I'm a bit slow, you see. Right, so we've got fire and sports car. Nope. Pepper, clown nose. No. Right, Reggie, as I just said a moment ago, don't know if you heard it because I'm a little bit slack. I'm a bit slow. It is me 10 basically, oh, brain, stop. Thank you. Right, you are naming things that are red. And if you get number 5 on the card that I'm holding in front of me, you win a pattern. Or you can roll it on if you choose and not to take the pattern because you might already have them. But it's one of the winner-only patterns that I'll tell you all about again in a bit. Right, so we've got bullfighter cape. No, that one wasn't on there. A rose isn't on there. Cheeks. That's a very clever thinking, honey, but no. Tomatoes. Where's number 4? A yarn. I can't believe they didn't put that one on there. Letterbox. We'll call that number 1. No, we won't. Actually. No, letterbox is not on there. And I've just skipped. Tomatoes was number 4. Thank you, Kath, for popping that back in again for me. Red rum. Really clever thinking there, Lacey. Really clever. No, they didn't pop that in. He may not have been running when they made this card. A poppy, says Sarah. No, that one isn't on there either. Shame. Wine. That really should be there, but nope. Blood is a number 3. Poppies and apples are not there. Solo cup. No. Luckily they didn't put that on the card. A Coke can is not on there either. A lipstick. Nope. Wine. Chili peppers. No. Strawberries is a no. And ladybugs is a no. And bricks. Nope. Roses. A beetroot. Nope. And our, oh, it skipped again. You guys are really throwing them now. Where are we gone? Where are we gone? And Katrina says a bottom after being smacked. Laugh out loud, she had to. That is perfectly fine. You wrote it out quite safely. I did change it a little bit to make it even safer. But nope, that's not on the card either. Sorry to make my brain explode, says Kath. Kath, I don't mind. It's normal for me, isn't it? And our cheeky Courtney says, thank you for the sweet comments, guys. The sea, Red Sea, very clever. And no, they're not being that clever on this card, to be honest. Oh, good, I am correct. That was in conjunction. Oh, nice long word. To the video, I'm hoping, of the how to do video for making the mosaic. Oh, right. So let's get back. Grapes, radishes. Radishes is number 8. Lychee is not on there. A fire ant is not on there. The bird is not on there. Your mower's red, says Courtney. Nope, that's not on there. Steak isn't on there. Fire hydrant is not on there. Fire hydrant meat isn't on there. Kath says she wishes she fits in her clothes from 10 years ago. So do I, because I've still got them upstairs in the cupboard. I'm too tight to throw them. One day I will shrink. It might be when I'm like 95, but one day I'll fit in them. And if not, it doesn't matter, because my girls have nicked them and called them retro, and which means that some of the fashions that have come round, they're already ahead of the game, because they've got my old stuff. It's like we've got jeans, haven't we, that are coming back in the low rise. I had about 3 pairs of them. I only wore them once or twice because I didn't like them. And so my eldest has just grabbed them because they're coming back in fashion. And they're bell bottom as well. So she's like, this is brilliant. Right, sorry, back to it. A toadstool, mushrooms, no. Hair, no. A Labour Party, no. Elmo, no. A blood, no. A Royal Guard uniforms, that was a new one. Nope, that is not there. Watermelon, no. English Pro, phone box. Oh, where was that? I did see that. Was it phone box? Nope, that's not on there. Red tape front door. We do have a winner. Yay! Right, okay. Let me scoot up. A double, triple check that the winner is who I think the winner was. I didn't write it down before I moved the cursor, so I've got to go back for him all over again. Right, so we are looking for London bus, but I'm going to just accept bus today. So it's whether it's a London bus that comes up first or just a bus. Oh. Because, of course, oh, we got 13 of you guys in now. I hadn't seen some of you sneak through the door. So sorry if I've missed any of you and I haven't said hello to you yet. I will hopefully get there when you stick your next comment up. Bus, 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 bus. I did see it. Please tell me I saw it and I wasn't just going crazy. Cat's eye catchers. Honey, you're 2 for 2, I think. Congratulations. You gone and got it again. You're getting extra brownie points for this one, honey. Alright, so there we go. Let's paste. There we go. So, congratulations to you, babe. Let me double check and see if anybody came in after the fact as well. Where are we? It was after that. That one took an absolute age, didn't it? I think we all need more coffee. So do you want to hear the rest of the ones that are on here? Because some of them are a bit crazy, especially that number 10. I think that one was the funniest. No, Kathy, you don't have to shut up now, darling. You keep joining in. It's fun. And it's just a case of we'll see what see if someone can beat you to it this time. It's an extra challenge for you. Whoa! Congratulations, Reggie. She's just hit her 300 sales on Etsy. I am so proud of you, honey. Congratulations. But you're jumping around the room now, aren't you? Crikey, one day. Oh, That is amazing. Right. So yeah, congrats. Oh dear. Right, so I'm just sneaking through now. I didn't spot anybody else that put in a red bus for that one, or long car, way round. London bus was the correct answer on that one. There you go. I'll show it to you now. So the rest of them on there were, number one was letter days, meaning red letter days, and then there was ketchup, blood, tomatoes, London buses, post box, traffic lights, radishes, fire engine, and Chairman Mao's A Little Book. That one, yeah, a bit political, isn't it? Ugh. But yeah, so no, number 10 wasn't funny. Sorry, I got confused. Normally they are. Because on the dangerous jobs, I forgot to tell you, number 10 was human guinea pig. Okay, so let's get back to your comments now. So Kathy's saying, roll it on again. She's going to get bored of typing that. I bet she's got it on auto right. Or if she hasn't, she will have now. Right, so now you are all trying to find a number 5 on this card. And of course, beat Kath to the answer. Double bonus brownie points for beating Kath. Right, so what am I looking for? Hopefully you guys read or have read books. And so I'm going to grab this one here because it's on the card in front of me. And it is Charles Dickens novels. Okay, so the question is Charles Dickens novels. While you're thinking about that, I am looking... I don't know whether you guys are going to... Nah, you'll be fine. You lot are well read. I'm going for number 5. And if it takes too long, it'll be the first person that gets number 1. But I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm just going to let it roll. Right, so we got Jen popping in. Good morning, honey. Welcome in, darling. Hope you're joining in. I'm sorry, I've not been reading people's names. I've just been reading the comments for the questions. Our Fibre Fox is saying congratulations to Reggie. Kath is saying she'll be shutting up now. No, you won't. Everyone's trying to beat you to the answer today. Because, of course, Lacey is saying that Catherine is a smarty pants. And there isn't... It's mad, isn't it? Sometimes it happens where one of us just has our brain switched on for the 5 minutes while we're playing, which is really cool. And then, of course, our Reggie has hit the 300 sales on Etsy. Is that for the year or is that what you've managed for the month, babe? Oh, I really hope it's the month. And Kath says that your spelling was almost boob job. Oops a daisy. Right. It's just skipped again now. Yeah, so everybody is congratulating Reggie, and she is doing a happy dance. Whoop, whoop, don't blame your girl. Alright, so Kath has said I should actually pick number 10. No, I shouldn't, because I don't know it. I can read it, but I don't know it. I wasn't very well read as a child, because, of course, the dyslexia, it's only been in about the last 10 years when I found out that by dropping and changing the background colour on print, like on a page, instead of having crisp white with black, if I go grey and black, it means I can read for hours. And it doesn't jump as round as much for me. But before then, I could read one page of A4 and I'd be throwing up because it was like motion sickness for me. So hence why I have issues reading names and things still. I am getting better. The more I'm reading, the better it is. But, of course, I'm not really reading much at the moment bar crochet patterns. So, Fibre Fox is saying, yay, that is a wicked, Reggie. Yep, and Kaz says, that's awesome, Reggie. And, of course, our Reggie is saying thank you to everybody. So, and then we got some clap times for Reggie. I should have left it a bit longer before I put it in, but here we go. Kath is firing off her answers to the Charles Dickens novels. Now this is where we find out she's sitting next to her bookcase and she's got them all in, so she's just going to type them in. Right, so she says Oliver Twist is number 3. The A Tale of Two Cities is a number 4. Oliver, of course, is a number 3. Lucy says nope. Okay, not sure about that one. A Christmas Carol, says Kath. Where is it? Number 7. Lacey is going to go off to Google. You best hurry up, girl, because the rest of them beat you to it. We've got David Copperfield. He's at number 6. Christmas Carol, we had that at 7. Copperfield is 6. Oh, hi Jen, and welcome in, darling, if I missed you already. Kathy's saying hello to you there. Then we have a, oh dear. Where are we? It's jumped. Taylor's who's right, we had a cat. There we go. Great Expectations is on there, but not the one you're after. Christmas Carol is, where we gone? Number 7. Oliver Twist is 3. I only know those 3. I'm pretty much the same. Bleak House is number 10. That is one I had no idea about. Congratulations on finding that one, Sarah. It's not the right one though. But guess what, gang? We have ourselves a winner. I'm just going to pop back up above her comment. Do a check that nobody else beat her to it and I've missed it. Because of course I did have some jumps. So... no. So, who got their comment skipped? Who's scooting back up to see? So let's have a nose. Where we gone? Where we gone? I've lost it again. And the winner is Lacey Horton. She got the right one, which was Paperwick Papers. Okay, I missed out the, but do you know what? It doesn't matter today. Okay, so congratulations there, honey. Right, so I can't remember if you've won anything before on the channel, darling. But if you haven't, if you fancy collecting the pattern, it's either it's a winner only pattern, and you can choose from a tree and a flower pot, which is a marvelous pattern. Take the first little bit of the word, shorten it down to a film company, and then you know who it is. The next choice is a Stitch in Time, which is a Dismay. Gotta love being dyslexic. You write things wrong and it comes out in a whole different word. Then you have a Webtastic, which is a Marvelous. And then this month's one is Accident Prone Elephant, which is a Dismay. It is also the largest out of all of them. And they're all corner to corner patterns that you can either do in corner to corner style, the corner to corner mini, or if you're extremely crazy and insane, you could do them in granny squares and sew them all together to make something massive. So I'm just going to scoot down and see whether you're keeping your pattern or whether you're rolling it over. Lacey said, oh bless her, she feels bad because she cheated, don't worry about it. To be honest, I think most of the girls that are here now have got the patterns they want, so I don't mind that you cheated, and I actually told you to. So, hey, if I told you to, it's fine. And you gave everybody a chance to get in there first with their answers. Okay, so Lacey is saying that she hasn't won anything yet. She would love to get the tree in the flower pot, so that's brilliant. When this video goes into replay, darling, pop a message in the chat, not in the chat, sorry, in the comment section underneath the video. Then fire me off an email. All the details on how to claim are in the drop down box of this video, or should I say this live, and then again this video when it goes into replay. So that'll tell you what to do. Yes, okay, I'll get back to your comment in a second, Kath. just solely because I know I missed some comments on the last one. Okay, so Reggie said she couldn't Google right now. But so she put in the first one she could think of. You had some really beautiful stories that are on the cards, and then some that aren't, so that's really good. Kathy's saying that she had the letter type is also very important for dyslexia. Comic Sans is supposed to be the best. I can never remember which one they are, but for me, yeah, I have to have, well, not a certain type, but there are types that, of course, if they're chunky letters, if they're too chunky, they smudge together, and if it's too thin, then it just looks like a pile of sticks. So yeah, I would say that is also an issue. It just depends, and on top of that, with me, it depends on what mood I'm in, which is really strange. Okay, so Elaine is the same. She's dyslexic with Irons syndrome. I hope I've said that correctly. Knowing me, I probably haven't. She has a special tinted glasses and has turquoise paper. My brother was, what did he have? He had blue on his glasses. As I said, I've been quite lucky. We did find out though that it was because I had dip dazzle eyes. Delivery. Didn't even ask. Thank you. I haven't even opened the packet I've already got. Yeah, so I've got stigmatism in my eyes, which means that they're not shaped correctly. So I have to have special lenses with prisms in them so that my eyes point out. If I'm not wearing my glasses, it magnifies it. But as I said, I've been quite lucky just by changing the background colour and making it less in your face. It seems to help me out quite a bit. I do have a little bit of issue with the live chat though. The black background with the white writing makes the white writing bounce out more naturally anyway. So that's why sometimes I sort of pull a face or I close one eye. You might notice, you might not. But yeah, there's definitely different tips and tricks. And remember, Ellen, with any of the patterns, if you that you've won, if you need extra help, just say, because I can throw different tips your way to try and remember stuff as well if you need that. Welcome in, Hilda. Oh dear, I can't believe I just barked your name out. Sorry, darling. I have been saying it on and off all morning because, of course, I was chatting to you earlier and then recording a little bit of cheekiness for Sunday's Whips and Bits. Because she sent me a picture and I couldn't help it. I wanted to see what it looked like. So I am set to record straight away so that she gets to see my reaction. Right, so let's have a look. I'm really slack. I'm really behind. I'm so sorry, gang. Okay, so Kath was saying about she's like the stories today. Accident Prone Elephant is perfect for you. That's why I chose it for the month of August. And Hilda is saying he's a cutie because, of course, Hilda won that pattern yesterday, wasn't it, last night? And of course quite a few of the girls on chat today already have that pattern because they've already won it this month. So Jenny is saying one for now and one for later. Okay, Reggie has got to go. She's saying see us all later. Bye honey if you're still here. If not, bye anyway. And we'll see you soon, honey. And what was that? That's the latest Reggie from Kath. Needs to have a little time bar by the sign of it so I know how far behind I am. Right, Kaz is saying that she's feeling tired, so she's off to sleep. Thanks for the fun tonight, ladies. Catch you hopefully next week, and good night. If you're still here, Kath, see you on Saturday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Bye, honey. All right, so that's a bye, Reggie, and a thanks, Bobby. Right, I am back with you. I've finally caught up. Phew. Right, So I've only given out the one pattern today. Who hasn't got this month's accident prone elephant? Alright, so there are 14 viewers at the moment watching crazy, being crazier than normal. So hopefully there's at least 2 or 3 more of you that haven't actually got it. So then we can I'll set up another little guess at the cards and the answer and all that stuff. So we can get another one of you out. Hey, my Sandy! Welcome in, my gorgeous honey. Hi, babes. Ugh, that was a bit squeaky, wasn't it? super excited. I haven't seen you in ages. I've got to come over and harass you for a bit, I think. But I've got to make sure I'm half awake when I do for your live. So Jen still needs righty ho. And of course our Sandy, if she likes corner to corners. Right, so as Sandy's just popped in, today we are doing the little card game where you get the chance to win a corner to corner winners only pattern. You've got an option of a tree in the flower pot, which is a marvellous pattern. I say it like that because that sounds like the film company, the image looks like. There we go. Say it like that. So we've got Marvellous and Dismay. Okay, so the tree in a flower pot and Webtastic are Marvellous characters, and a Stitch in Time and Accident Prone Elephant are Dismay characters. And so you have the chance to win one of those of your choice. So we got a couple of girls that still need it because of course quite a few of the girls already have got it. So let's set up the question for you guys and then I will read the comments. Right, oh, it's spelt wrong. There we go. Right, so the question is, name me, oh remember this card's 10 years old, okay? So not the newer ones, but name me some animated movies and go for it, gang. And of course I am looking for number 5 and I already have my clue in my brain for in case you need it, but I don't think you will, or at least I hope you don't. Right, and so let's have a nose and let's see who has just popped in, because we've got a couple that are just popping in and a couple that have just left. So our Jen says that she needs the card, but keep going everybody, firing those ideas, because otherwise we'll be here for ages if only 3 girls have a guess. There we go. Hi Sandy, hi Sandy, hi Hilda. Katrina, get them up. Answers fired in, honey. And Kerry, welcome in, honey. You definitely won the latest one, which is Accident Prone Elephant. You definitely need this pattern in your life, so get answering the question, which is of course animated movies. Right now I'm gonna scoot down and see what you're coming out with. Right. Oh, where are we? We have got Toy Story at number 4. And no, Dumbo isn't on there. Chipmunks, that's clever thinking. Nope. Ants. No. Toy Story was a number 4. Lego is a no. Nemo, I think, is a bit too early for that one, so that's not there. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Nope, that one's not on there. The Little Mermaid. No. Lady and the Tramp. No. Some of these seem like they're quite new, so I would say in the last 20 years. Sorry, so what's that? Release date 2000 to 2010. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not on there. Space Jam is also not on there. Mask. That should be on there, but nope, it isn't. A Pocahontas. Nope. Shrek. It is in at number 6. Jungle Book. That starts with a T normally. No. Oh, skip. Cracky, you guys are firing them off. Beauty and the Beast. No. Missed the question. Right, Sandy, it is animated movies, darling. So think of any animated movies, sort of 2000 to 2010. Maybe a few before that as well. So ones we watched with the kids. Little Mermaid, no. Pokemon, Snow White. No, no, and no. Your mind is going black, says Lacey. Come on, girl. Have a nose at the DVD collection on the side. Hulk is a no. A Bambi they should have put on there, but no. Thank you very much, Viperfox, for adding the question back in again. Frank and Freddy and Lilo and Stitch. No. And no. Fox and the Hound. No. Green Lantern's a no. Lilo and Stitch is a no. Aladdin. Nope. Spider-Man? No. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I love that film. No. Atlantis? No. Cinderella? Nope. Lady and the Tramp? Nope. Chicken Run? No. Frozen? Too early for Frozen. Where are we gone? Spider-Man, 20 years, laugh out loud. Yeah, the stuff that we were watching way back when. Sounds really bad, doesn't it? Considering me and you are roughly the same age, Courtney. Toy Story 2 isn't there, but we'll call Toy Story 1 number 4. Up is not on there. King Kong isn't on there. Oh crikey, I've lost it. But we do, in fact, I've just spotted it. We do, in fact, have a winner. So I'm scooting back up to the top just to double check it is the one that I've seen is the first one and I hadn't missed it. So let's have a quick scan through. Nope, 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 nope. Which, and it also means I didn't have to give you the clue, which was that it is a beautiful show in the West End, and I've actually been to see it. It's stunning, but I still haven't told you what it is, have I? Okay, and the winner is Lacey, and the answer is The Lion King. There we go. So congratulations, Lacey. And now would you like to grab yourself another pattern? Or are we rolling it over for another question? So you guys really did come out with some brilliant ones. Lacey also says here as I'm running down, she didn't think of Shrek. Yeah, it's her favourite movie ever. My daughter's going through a bit of a revival of them. We've had 1 to 3 played on a loop for the last week. And I'm like, give me something else. And Shrek was actually number 6. Oh dear. So you, there we go, there we go, how we go, how we go. Let's keep going. How to Train Your Dragon. No, that one is a bit out. Right, so who wants me to read what was on the cards? Because there's so many out there, isn't there? That was a bit of an evil one, to be honest. Yes, yes, yes. The clumsy elephant, says Lacey. Right, so we have got her in. Okay. So, of course, remember, come back, visit this video when it goes out of live, and read the description box. How to claim is in the description box for when my brain doesn't work. Right, so let's have a nose while you guys all say congratulations to Lacey. Right, number 1 was The Incredibles, 2 was Ice Age, 3 Finding Nemo, 4 Toy Story, number 5 was of course Our Lion King, number 6 was Shrek, 7 was Over the Edge, 8 was A Bug's Life, and 9 was Monsters Inc, and 10 was Madagascar. Oh, Kerry! Don't worry, honey. As I said, your comment will still show up on my screen. It'll be out of order of out in a different sequence on your screen as it is on mine. But I will see all of them. You just won't see all of them. So our Lacey is becoming a pattern collector. That is perfectly fine. I have a couple of girls now that are pattern collectors. So Lacey is saying, thank you guys, I feel really greedy, but I really want to make these blankets. So I was looking down thinking, hold on a minute. So I've got to write ×2. And so you're doing really well. Right, and so our Sarah is saying that she is doing her second C2C piece. She couldn't get this stitched before, but now she blinking loves it, which is really cool. Has the tips and tricks video helped you out at all with that, Sarah? I'm hoping it has helped at least one of you out. That's my goal, is that one of you will make a pattern, and one of you says this really helps, and that's my day made, really. Lacey's saying, wow, The Incredibles doesn't seem that old. To be honest, none of these do, which was why I was reading it and I'm thinking, hold on a minute. And then I'm thinking, no, The Incredible came out after the birth of my first one. So did Ice Age, so did Nemo, so did Storyteller. Oh, she's 21. Hence why I said about, 20 years ago, between 20 and 10. So let's keep going back. Right, so we've got Hilda is saying it is addictive. Kerry is saying she's just rolled out of bed. Yay, good morning, honey. I'm trying to think, you're in America, aren't you? If I remember rightly, please be the correct place. I was only watching you on a live last night, I think, or the day before. I get my days very easily muddled. Yeah, so as Kath says, welcome to the Pattern Collectors Club, honey. She is also a founding member of there. Right, Lacey's saying that she's going to be watching the tips and tricks because it's going to be a learning experience. Yeah, the tips and tricks, I will be honest, I cheekily took sections out of the latest CAL. So when I explain it in the latest CAL, I've then put it into the tips and tricks with a title and a possible question, or how do I do comment in front of it, so that when you go onto the tips and tricks, if you open up the description box, in there it lists everything, all the titles for all of the different sections, and it also gives a little highlighted number. If you click on that number, YouTube automatically skips you to that. It's now called a chapter. So it automatically skips you to the chapter that you want. So you don't have to watch the whole thing if you're just going back for a bit of a refresh. And of course, if there is something on there that I haven't mentioned and haven't said, write it in the comment. You're not, like the comment section, you're not going to upset me. What you're actually doing is helping me find more problems to solve for the next video. I am so cheeky and slightly lazy. Yeah, so of course, if you can do that, that would be brilliant. So Sarah's saying a bag a day tutorial got her going. Is that quite a recent one, or one of her older ones? Because I haven't had a chance to scan all of her videos of late. I just catch whichever one pops up that morning rather than going back and checking. Whereas I remember when I first came across her channel, what are we on? Well, I've been going more 18 months. Well, basically, I found her channel when I first started crocheting, and I binge watched all of her, as many of her videos as I could get right back when. I went shopping with her for 3 days solid. It was brilliant. And then, of course, I moved on to her tutorials. Okay, so where are we going? So we've got a couple of good mornings. And Lacey is saying to Catherine, have you started any of the patterns yet? We could work them together if you're interested. And she's also said that the Bag a Day C2C tutorial also helped her to understand it after watching it. Yeah, it's always good to watch lots of different creators' ways of doing it, because there'll be something in my tutorial and you're just like, I don't get that, Ange. But if you go over to watch Crystal at Bag a Day, she'll have the same thing or a very similar method that may work better for you than what my method does, and vice versa. So it's always good to have a nose around and see whose method works for you. Once you've got that stitch in your head and the method of moving the yarn up or carrying the yarn and all them sort of other technical-ish terms, once you've sussed that out, then you just come back to my pattern, and of course I'm shouting out the box counts to you, so you're like, yep, I know that's what I need to do, and you just whiz through it then. Oh, okay, so it's the hat and scarf from Bod. I'm just trying to think, was that a pictured one? I can't remember, I really can't, and I'm desperate to sit here and type and find out which one it is. I'll be doing that later. Ah, yes, our Kath is working on the unicorn C2C at the moment. Shall I run under the table and grab the original? I'll be back in a second. Oh, I've just got to move boxes and stuff. Where are we? Box at the bottom. No, not that one. There it is. There we go. Oh, and by the way, Kang, I'm about to gross myself up. I don't think I've sewed in all the ends on this one yet. Oh, no, I did. Well, ish. I've seen one that's come out. I'll fix that later. Right, so here is the unicorn one that she is working on. And this is the original one that I'd made right way back when, that everybody turned around and said, can you make the pattern for this one and draw it up? So I did, but when I made this one, I made it in the opposite direction to what the video says. And who was it? One of my girls, I can't remember, she'll come up, she might pop up, she might not, but she'd said, I'm left-handed. How does it look left-handed if I reverse the picture? So I reversed the picture and then realised that instead of chopping and changing all the time, it meant I could work the colours in rows. So when it came to working on the second one, which is the one in the tutorial, it meant then that it went a lot faster for me, which was really cool. So there we go, that is the second one. For some reason, it looks a lot bigger because of the border style that went onto this one. And that's the border that is written up in the written pattern that is on pin. Oh crikey, where's it gone? Basically it's on my sale page where I sell my patterns, Ravelry. There we go, I forgot the word then. So that's the pattern that's included in that pattern, the written one, not the channel one. Right, there we go, brain went to sleep yet again. Alright, so let's have a look. So Sarah's saying that she's not really into graph gowns and stuff, but she loves what we do. Absolutely gorgeous and clever. She doesn't do graph gowns or amigurumi, but she loves seeing them done. Oh, thank you, darling. As I said, the reason I've picked mainly that on this channel is because left and right-handed people can follow along once they know how to do the stitch. But I do have a couple of other things on there, like, oh gosh, now I've got to jump over, and oh, where are we? I am about to fall over. Oh no, that's, I can't get to it. I've just moved my entire under the table storage all out into the gap. I can't go there. But we've got, of course, the unicorn pillow what was it? Water bombs went up recently, or and other bits and pieces on there. So there are a couple of other patterns, and there will be other tutorials in the future that are different things, including the one for next month, which I'm hoping to work on shortly when I get my yarn order in. That one's going to be fun, but I've got 2 ideas up for Christmas, and one will be a corner to corner of sorts, and the other one is something that anyone could make, especially if you're not into corner to corner, because I'm using the stitches normally. Alright, so let's see, where have we gone? Because I was chatting and not reading again, wasn't I? Read that bit. Unicorn. Yep, so Kath at the moment is working on assigned pooling tutorials. It would be neat to do them together. Explain that one later to me, babe, in chat. On Messenger. Oh, you've completely thrown me. Right, so Lacey is saying, Catherine, it is. Angela's has so many that are beautiful. The unicorn, the new one there, the koala, and the moose. Now, the moose is a massive. That is definitely a challenge. So it's definitely one to do in the winter, that, because otherwise it'll boil you. But I must admit, I love seeing the pictures of the ones that you guys make. Can't wait until his mates start rolling in. As well, of course, the unicorn that I know is going on at the moment. Oh, the cupcakes. Yeah, I've got that one. I had to throw that one out the way. I love this one, and so far I've had one photograph come through of a completed cupcake. But I love this one. I absolutely love it. And I love the border. And the actual tutorial on the channel has got the border included, because I was extra nice to you guys. Yeah, so I love this one. Out of all of them, that is actually my favourite, and I found that one the most fun to do, because it meant if I was on a day where I really didn't want to have to count boxes, I could just do a plain square. And that one, the written pattern for that one will be going up on the channel, not on the channel, sorry, will be going up on Ravelry soon. I'm just working on it now. And that also will include how to do the charts and everything you need for the cupcake, instructions on the blank square, and also how to make a matching cushion, which is over the other side of the room. Can I reach that one? Yes. There we go. There's the matching cushion. Don't know if you can see that yet. And there's the back of it there. And it's got the wrong size cushion stuffing in it, but it also shows you and explains to you how to make the folded bottom so that technically it will all sit together and nothing will be seen. So that one will be coming shortly. I was actually working on that yesterday, just trying to get some photos together for you, like for it. Right, so back to comments. I keep skipping off, don't I? Kath is saying that she learnt to do the C2C with Christina at TSY. Not heard of her. But she likes my way better as she is a loose hooker and the boxes are neater, whereas I like it because I'm tight-fisted, and if I can save just one slip stitch or one chain stitch per box, that equates to quite a bit over the whole project. I'm that tight. And not only that, I find it easier to just visually see on the starting chain. You see where the third is. You don't have to do the count forwards or the count back. You just look and it's like, well, there's 5, so it's the one in the middle. Stab it. Right, so Sarah is saying there that she not just a pattern, as I am not into graph gowns. I love what you do, absolutely gorgeous and clever, but I don't do graph gowns or amigurumi, but I love seeing them. But don't worry, as I said, there's other stuff coming soon, and there is also some other stuff that isn't on the channel as well for you. I just need to work on some more. Oh crikey, Kath has definitely got a list going here. She is saying, yep, she's got the koala and the moose are on her wish list as well. And of course, Trina Flower Pot and Accident Prone Elephant. She's got the patterns for those ones as well, so they're on her list. Oh my word. Kath is saying we could do a crochet along, Angela. Do you have a crazy poppy Facebook? Yes, the information for the Facebook page is in the drop down box, darling, of this video. Hopefully should be there. If not, it will be on one of the Sunday's Whips and Bits. But a crochet along, really? It depends on what it's for, I suppose, because these things can, like, what was it, one row of them could take us half an hour or an hour to get through, especially if I do 3 or 4 rows with you and go, oh, by the way, 3 rows back I put the wrong box in, because I'm still prone to doing that. So Kerry, the koala, she's saying that she loves the koala blanket that's behind. Now that is Max the Koala. The crochet along is going on the channel at the moment. We're on to week 2, but you can still access week 1 and just play catch up with us. If you prefer to work with a written pattern, the written pattern is up on my Ravelry store. You're in America, so it's not worth me telling you about the secret yarn stash. But for anybody in the UK that's watching this later, this secret yarn stash have also got a yarn pack now that is available for Max the Koala. So excited. So if you've not been over to them before, the link is in the drop down box. That is an affiliated link, which means I get a little bit of a kickback, and the kickbacks I use at the moment are for the red and the black for the poppies for the Royal British Legion. So it's your way of helping me support a charity, okay? And it costs you nothing, and of course you get a decent 10% off your first order. Shipping is really reasonable, and the yarn itself, the prices are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. If they were more expensive than the big box stores, I wouldn't be shouting her out, but she's not, she's brilliant. Right, okay, Lacey is saying, can the patterns be done in a half double crochet or a single crochet too, or do they just work as C2C? I haven't fully tested all of them. They will definitely work in a C2C mini. If you type that in, there's a couple of videos up that I've seen elsewhere that's C2C mini. I have tried that and it looks pretty good. I'm going to actually be working on my Christmas C2C in the mini version. So I've just broken my chain of silence. That didn't last long, did it? The Accident Prone Elephant pattern is the one that actually has that written down and explained as well to do the mini, in case you want to shrink it down, because it is 164 rows. It's alright, I've got it all written down here on a bit of paper attached to the computer. Okie dokies, Hilda's heading off now. She's got to go shopping for ingredients for the mud play for her little sister's birthday party. And to think, years ago our parents just used to dig a hole in the garden and say play. Now we have to go and get special mud with no sharp bits, but the sharp bits were the fun bits. Okay, I will see you Saturday, darling. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me as well, gang. Later on, if you click on the channel, there is Saturday's live already pre-booked in, so if you pop on there, you can get yourself a notification ready to go, so that you're all ready before I am on Saturday, because we've got some gorgeous prizes from some gorgeous creators coming your way. Okay, Sarah, if you're still here, thank you very much for joining me today, darling. She is heading off as well. Where have I got to? It just skipped. So Kathy's saying that her and Lacey may be starting a thread on Facebook. I'm assuming that is the Facebook group. Go for it, gang, because that way I can jump in as well, hopefully. I don't actually know how to work it. But yeah, I'll jump in and then I can help you with anything you need, or you can help each other if I'm not around. And no, Kerry, they only, Secret Yarn Stash at this moment in time only sent out to the UK and Ireland, because the cost of postage makes it, it's not worth it. It's not valuable for you to do it. But of course I do tell you the colours, and I try not to use any mixed names. I try to give you as much information on the first video and show you the colours as well. So that you can find a comparison where you live. Lacey is saying she thinks it would be a perfect laid back post as you go CAL. It will take her a while probably to do it since she's new to corner, but that does sound fun. Oh, you two are definitely planning some fun there. I'll be keeping a nose on that one. Yeah, so as Kath is saying, it would be more like a crochet together than a crochet along, each on their own piece. Right, so Kerry, yes, this month's winner only pattern is Accident Prone Elephant. This is the one that you are going to want. I know it sounds really horrible, but when I decided that this was the pattern for this month, you actually popped to mind. I'm like, yep, she's definitely going to want this one. It is a Dismay character. And you know how I mispronounce things sometimes, so hopefully that'll kickstart you into thinking about it. Right, so come on then, let's give everybody one last chance to get their hands on one of these patterns. So we've done the animated movies, that was the last one. And we are going to go, because this is the card I have in my hand, nothing more than that. But I can see this one being trouble. Oh, come on, just copy it. It's not plain. Right, so your question is, got to be correctly spelt, otherwise everyone's going to write different things. Where are we? It is things that smell. So there we go, gang. So as I said, it is for your chance to win one of the Dismay or the Marvellous picture blankets, which is Tree in a Flower Pot, a Stitch in Time Woodtastic, or this month's Accident Prone Elephant. Name as many things that you can think of that smell. And the answer is a number 5. And I will keep going until I see one of you get it. And if you've already got all the patterns you want, just tell me to roll it on and I will read the question on the other side of the card. Right, so just check what else you guys have been saying. Okay, so where have we gone? Lacey did say Catherine was brilliant. Yes, Catherine, brilliant. I love it. I know I say it a million times, but I just love all of you, hookers. Sorry, the term still makes me laugh. I've got a dirty, dirty mind. That I've met through YouTube. I don't know of any crocheters in real life, so I love the idea. Lacey, check out, type it into a Facebook search. Okay, just a Facebook search. Throw out different terms, and you may find that there is a local group that will get together in your area. If you can't find anything on Facebook, pop up, if you've got them, to your local library. okay? Because 9 out of 10 times there'll be one attached to a library, or at least there is in the UK. So you never know, you might be able to meet some friends in skin rather than friends online, which means you could go out and have a proper cup of coffee with them. Right, so you've also said it makes you laugh so much, the dismay and marvellous. Well, I know what I'm like, so, and if I can give you as many clues as possible as to what the pictures are, then I will. Because at this moment in time, I've not had any completed blankets come in. And once the blanket, oh no, sorry, that's a lie. I've had one pattern come in, which was tree in a flower pot. But I haven't got my printer set up yet to be able to print it out, so I can just go, look, here's tree in a flower pot. Thank you to whoever sent me the picture. That's my plan, you see. So if you get in there with your pictures of your completed blankets, it means your images will be used online to show during my lives. If you don't want me to, and you just want me to show it off in the whips and bits, I will. But other than that, it'll end up, there'll be like little flashcards, this one and this one. So that's it. You guys are all on that accident prone elephant now, aren't you? They're like, right, I'm definitely making that one. Right. Oh, shut up, stomach. Right, so let's look down for number 5. We have got feet. No. Garlic? No. Onion? No. Flowers. I'll class that as number 8. Oh, what's it called? I can't even say it. Bouquets. Basically a bunch of flowers. Armpits. Feet. Did we do armpits? No. Oh, armpits is number 1. Sorry, I'm starting to go blind now. Kath, her dog's farts. I know exactly where you're coming from there. When Liam starts going, crikey, does the air turn green. Rubbish or garbage? Nope. Breath? Nope. Oh, it skipped again. Crikey, you've not got a lot for me to look through. Right, I have just had to scoot up a load. So I have actually spotted a winner. And it was really, really early on as well. Lacey, you've gone and done it again, girl. Pinnock, you are on the ball today, honey. On the ball. Right, so the answer for this one was in fact a perfume. So there we go. I'll just show you so you guys can see. There we go, perfume. So Lacey, are we going for pattern number 3 today, or are we going to roll it over? Because I know you did say you are attempting to become one of my pattern collectors. So let's, while she's having a think about it, or type in her comment, I'll just read down quickly, double checking. Yep, she was definitely number 1. She is so fast today. Kath, that was a very clever use of an emoji, honey. But no, it's not a chocolate drop. And Kerry and Jen seem to be thinking the same things, with Kerry saying to Jen, get out of my head, laugh out loud. You came up with some lovely ones on there, didn't you? Indian food. Oh, stop it. Oh, Lacey, you are so sweet. Yes, there are a couple of people, but I'm not choosing. I'm not that evil. I'm not choosing one over another here, honey. And so Lacey has said, laugh out loud. Is there anybody in chat who does not have the pattern yet? If not, she will totally take Web Guy. Which is absolutely lovely, Lacey. What we can do is we will just read out the next question and we'll roll it until somebody gets it. And if not, don't panic. We can always come back on Saturday for the live and attempt to get another one. So next question is, oh, this one will hopefully go really quickly if I can get my cursor to copy. It's not doing it. So gang, the next question is Tom Cruise movies. This one should go really quickly. Lacey, I will put you down for pattern number 3, darling. We're just going to roll it over anyway. Okay, so you're in for 3 patterns now. Once you get to your 5, yeah, I've got 5 at the second, 1 or 4, depending on if you managed to get May the 4th. I can't remember if you did or not, but otherwise we have got a 4th for you up to grab. So once you get to your 4th, that's it. You're going to be rolling like some of the others are doing at the moment, because they've already got this month's. So it all works out in the end, because otherwise you're going to be undated with people saying, I haven't got it, I haven't got it, I haven't got it, and it makes you feel guilty. So this way you collect all 4 and then we just keep rolling it round. All right, Tom Cruise movies. All right, here we go. We have got Risky Business, and that one is not there. Mission Impossible is a number 8. Risky Business, as I said, is not there. Cocktail is a number 4. Oh, we're getting one either side here, isn't it? Top Gun, that is a number 6. Cocktails, of course, is a number 4. You can tell which ones we all watch the most. The Mummy, that one's not on there, darling. I can't say if he was or wasn't. I don't know. Eyes Wide Shut. Nope. I'm Far and Away. No. Okay, a Jack Reacher. I think that one's a bit too early. Remember, gang, it's films from 10 years ago. Okay, films from 10 years ago, because these cards were probably printed around that time. Mission Impossible was a number 8. Edge of Tomorrow. No. 4th of July. Nope. Eyes Wide Shut. No. Top Gun, we've already had that one at number 6. Night and Day. No. A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men is a number 7. Keep going, gang. Keep going. Any more ideas out there? Hold on. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, we've had a skip. Outsiders. Not Outsiders and not The Outsiders. And nope, no to Outsiders. Lacey is saying she couldn't think of any of the names. All she could come up with is that one movie with the thing. Get out of my head, woman. Okay, so Eliane is saying War of the Worlds. That is number 10, Interview with a Vampire. Oh, I love that one. And they didn't even put that one on here. Days of Thunder. Nope. He's been in so many, isn't he? I wonder how hard it was for them to choose them. Minority Reports. I think that one's a little bit early. That came out after the card did. And we've had a skip again. The Firm is a number 3. Collateral. Nope. Born on the 4th of July. Nope. Nothing with 4th of July written in it. Nope. Age of Rock, Night and Day. We do in fact have a winner. I was sneaky. I'll let you roll on for a bit and rack your brains for a little bit. Right, so the winner is Leanne. Congratulations, darling. with The Last Samurai. Right, let me double check, jot that down. Right, so Leanne, which I'm hoping you're going to grab the pattern, because I don't mean to be rude, we've been here for near on 2 hours now, but I'm happy to roll a card again if I need to, or if you want me to, that is. So congratulations, darling. What was I going to say? Yep, so my pattern winners for today are Lacey and Leanne. If you girls could make sure that you put a comment on this video once it goes into replay, that would be absolutely amazing. Read the comment, read the drop down menu section of this video. It explains to you there how to claim your prize, and also gives you the information for my email, the Ravelry, the Facebook, and another one. No, I can't remember it. So, but there's information there on other platforms that I'm on, and then once you email me, I will be able to give you a code that you will be able to put into that very first comment, so that I can guarantee that it's definitely you I am sending that pattern out to, because I don't want no pattern thieves on my case. Thank you very much. Right, so Leanne, where you gone, honey? I'm just waiting for you to now tell me what you need to do. You're jumping around the room, aren't you? Running around going, whoop, I finally got him. So, which one are you going to be after, Leanne? And just while you're typing that, I'm going to actually do my goodbyes now. So, we've been here for 2 hours. I've done all your heads in, and thank you ever so much for joining me today. I've had so much fun. I will see you all really, really soon. Remember, Saturday is a birthday giveaway day, where I've got some patterns and some prizes from some other absolutely gorgeous creators, as well as your chance, of course, to get hold of Accident Prone Elephant. So I will see you all really, really soon. If you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody. Bye.